Hello students, today's first question is a 6-digit number ABC. So the number is ABC such that ABC belongs to natural number. So ABC belongs to natural number. Then which is the correct statement? It is divisible by 91, it can be divided by 143, it is divisible by 6, or D part only A and B are correct. No. ABC, this is a number. Now, in standard form, I can write this as, so this A is placed as unit, tens, 100, 1000, 10,000, lakh. So I can write this as 10 raised to power 5 into A plus 10 raised to power 4 into B plus 10 raised to power 3 into C plus now again A. So that is 10 raised to power 2 into A plus 10 raised to power B plus C. Right? Now this A and A will get combined. So keeping K common, 10 raised to power 5 plus 10 raised to power 2. Same way for B, we have 10 raised to power 4 plus 10 raised to power 2. And for C, 10 raised to power 3 plus 1. Right? Now, I can take 10 raised to power 2 common from here. So I will write 10 raised to power 2 dot A. Inside will be left 10 raised to power 3 plus 1 plus. Again 10 raised to power 2 can be taken common. So I would be left with 10 raised to power, for 10 raised to power 4 and 10 raised to power 1. So here I can take single 10 common. So 10 raised to power 3 plus 1 plus C 10 raised to power 3 plus 1. Now in all these terms I have 10 raised to power 3 plus 1 common. So I will take 10 raised to power 3 plus 1 common, and inside I would be left with 10 square A. So that means 100A plus 10B plus C. Right? Now this can be written as, this is 1001, 10 raised to power 3 is 1000 plus 1 multiplied by 100A plus 10B plus C. Now I will check for the factors of 1001. Now prime factorizing 1001. Now it can't be divided by 2, not by 3. So with 7. 7 1 is 7, 30. 7 4 28, 2 21, so 143. Right? Now this can be divided by 11. So 11 into 30. So basically 1001 is equal to 7 multiplied by 11 multiplied by 30. Right? Now we'll check. It is divisible by 91. Now you see 13 into 7 into 13 is 13 into 7 is 91. So that means it is divisible by, so A part divisible by 91, it is divisible. Now it can be divided by 143. Yes, 11 into 3 is 143 and 143 is its factorization. So I will say it is divided by, it can be divided by 143. Now for divisibility of by 6, since it is not an even number, so we know that for the divisibility to be divisible, for a number to be divisible by 6, it must be divisible by 2 and 3, and it is not divisible by both. So it is not divisible by 6. So the right option for this will be option D, which says that only A and B are correct. So right option will be option D. A gardener plants his garden with 5,550 trees and arranges them so that there is one plant more per row as there is number of rows. Then the number of trees in a row is. So let us suppose, let n be the number of rows. Right? So let us suppose these are the n number of rows in which plants have been planted. Now the question says that there is one plant more per row as there is a number of rows. So number of plants per row will be equal to, that is one more than the number of rows, so that will be equal to n plus 1. Fine. So basically he has given us that n multiplied by n plus 1 is equal to 5550. Right? There can be different ways to solve this. Either you will solve this will become a quadratic equation, or you can go through the options. Now the number of trees in a row, so we have been given n plus 1 over here. So either 55 multiplied by 56 should be equal to 5550, or 73 into 74, or 75 into 76, or 74 into 75. When you will product this is not equal to 5550, this will be also not equal, this product is equal to 5550. Right? So the right option will be option number D. So So this is the simplest way to find the answer, because the number of trees in a row, so we have been given with n plus 1. So we'll decrease one value and the product should be equal to 5550. So for the option D, 74 into 75 is equal to 5550. The value of A when 3A is equal to 9 raised to power B. So we have been given that 3A is equal to 9 raised to power B, and 4 raised to power A plus B plus 2 whole multiplied by B equal to 16 raised to power AB. Now I have told you, whenever such kind of question comes, you must try to make the base, this is called base, you must try to make the base common. And in that case, in case of equality, the powers can be, or exponents can be equated, right? So I will write here, try to make the bases common, right? Now when bases will be common, in case of equality, the powers, or what we call, or exponents, right, can be equated, right? So this is the underlying principle for solving such questions. Now here 3 raised to power A is equal to 9 raised to power, and we know that 9 is equal to 3 raised to power 2. So I will write 3 raised to power A is equal to 3 raised to power 2 into whole raised to power B. Now with the laws of exponent, I know that A raised to power m, the whole raised to power n is equal to A raised to power m into n. So this will change into 3 raised to power A to 3 raised to power 2b. Now since the bases are same, powers can be equated, and I can write A is equal to 2b, right? Now same principle will apply over here. We know that 16 is equal to 4 raised to power 2. So I will write over here 4a plus b plus 2 whole raised to power b equal to 4 raised to power 2 whole raised to power ab, right? Or I can write 4a plus b plus 2 multiplied by b equal to 4 raised to power 2ab. Now since the bases are same, powers can be equated. So I can write a plus b plus 2 whole multiplied by b equal to twice of a into b. Now b and b is common, so I will cancel out b. So here I am left with a plus b plus 2 is equal to twice a, right? Now from first I know that a is equal to 2b, so I can write, shifting this to this side, because we need to find the value of a. So if I shift this a to this side, so this will become b plus 2 is equal to 2a minus a, which is equal to a. Or I can write b plus 2 is equal to a, right? Now since 2b is equal to a, so I can write b is equal to a by 2. So I can write over here a by 2 plus 2 is equal to a. Now I will solve this over here. So taking 2 as LCM, so this will be a plus 4 equal to a. So this will be equal to a plus 4 is equal to twice a. Or if I shift this to this side, so this will be a equal to 4. So the value of a which we need to find is 4. So right option for this question will be option number C is the right answer. A 2-digit number AB is added to another number BA, which is obtained by reversing the digits. Then we get a 3-digit number. Thus A plus B equals to. Now there are 2-digit numbers, one is AB and the other number is obtained by reversing the digits, so this will be BA. Now when we add this, we get a 3-digit number. 3-digit number. Now the question asks us, what is the value of A plus B? Now the options are at least 18, twice AB, twice A plus B, or A plus B greater than or equal to 10. Now there can be numerous ways to approach this question. Now we see, when can a two-digit numbers obtained by reversing the digits can become a 3-digit number? When this B and A, so this is basically AB plus BA, right? Now if I suppose, let us suppose this to be 32 and this is 23, so the first digit will be 5, so there will be no carryover, right? So basically we need that here it must be carryover, and here it should become a 3-digit, right? Now let us suppose some other example. 72 and the second number will be 27, so this is basically 9 and 9. Now we have been given that it must become a 3-digit number, and the smallest 3-digit number is 100, right? So now I will take one number greater than this, so that is 73 and 37, so that is 730, 7310, and this 11, so this is 110. Now here you see it is giving me a 2-digit number, but here as I increase the value once with 1, so it gives me, no, I'll take take another case. 74 plus 47. So this is 7 4 11, 7 4 11, and is 12. So this is 121. So basically what this question is saying, that we need to find the value of a plus b, and you see when a plus b is equal to 9, then it is a 2-digit number, right? But as a plus b is equal to, so 7 plus 3 is 10, so this becomes a 3-digit number. You can have some other values also, 75 and 57. So this will be 7 5 12, and this will be 7 8 13. So this is again a 3-digit number. So basically whenever a plus b is greater than or equal to 10, in that case it will be a 3-digit number. So the right option will be option number D. A plus b has to be greater than or equal to 10. If the sum is less than, then as in this case, it won't yield us a 3-digit number, it will yield us a 2-digit number. Find x if x square plus x is equal to x cube minus x, right? So you need to find the value of x. Given is x square plus x is equal to x cube minus x. Now there can be two ways to solve this. Either you put value 1, 2, 3, 4 in this and try to find out LHS is equal to RHS, in what options it is true, or we'll solve it the traditional way. So this is x cube, the greatest power is on the right side, so I will try to shift all these to this side. So this will become x cube minus x square. So minus x will be minus 2x equal to 0, right? Now since x is common in all of these, so I will write, taking x common, x square minus x minus 2. Now one value of x we have been found, that x is equal to 0. Now to find the other two values, here it is a quadratic equation, so this will be x square minus x minus 2 equal to 0. Because for this product to be equal to 0, either x should be equal to 0 or this whole should be equal to 0, right? Now the product is minus 2, and here we need the sum minus 1. So x square minus 2x plus x minus 2 is equal to 0, splitting the middle term. Now here, taking x common, I would be left with x minus 2 plus 1 x minus 2 equal to 0, right? Now here x minus 2 common and x plus 1. So the other two values of x will be x equal to 2 and x equal to minus 1. Now from the options 1, 2, 3, 4, 0 is not in the option. Minus 1 is just, only 2 is in the option, so the right option will be option number B. 2 raised to power 19 plus 1. So 2 raised to power 19 plus 1 is divisible by 3, 4, 6 or 3 and 6. Now 2 raised to power 19 plus 1, I can write this also 1 raised to power 19. Right? Now I made a detailed video on this topic. Now you must see, we have this form. When dividend is in the form of a raised to power n plus b raised to power n, or a raised to power n minus b raised to power n. Here the dividend is 2 raised to power 19 plus 1 raised to power 19. So this is of the form a raised to power n plus b raised to power n, and it is divisible by a plus b when n is odd. So you must remember these three things. A raised to power n minus b raised to power n is divisible by a plus b when n is even, and a raised to power n minus b raised to power n is divisible by a minus b always, right? But here we have been given 2 raised to power 19 plus 1 raised to power 19, so it will be divisible by a plus b, and n is odd because n is 19, so a raised to power n. So I will write, you can take a screenshot of this also. So a raised to power n, so this is of the form a raised to power n plus b raised to power n, and n is odd, so it must be divisible by a plus b, it must be divisible by a plus b. So here a is 2 and b is 1, so it must be divisible by 2 plus 1 equal to 3. So the right option is option number A is the right option. How many times does the sum of 3780 and 2835 contains their difference? So basically the question is, now if I suppose that the question is how many times does the sum of 3 and 2 contains their difference, so that is will be basically 5 divided by their difference is 1, so 5 times. So here also we will approach the same way. So the question basically asks, when I add this, the sum of 3780 and 2835 divided by their difference, 3780 minus 2835, right? This is what basically the question is asking you, right? Now when we add this comes out to be 6615, and when we subtract this comes out to be 945. Now with the way of approximation also, you can see that 9, this is 7 is 56 and then 45. So this basically when you divide this comes out to be 7. So the right option will be option number D. For any odd prime number p, so for any odd number prime number p means that we won't be including the value p equal to 2, right? There exists a positive integer k where k is greater than 1 and is less than p. So we have been given p is a odd prime number. So that basically means the only prime number that is even is 2. So p is not equal to 2, right? There exists an integer k, right, such that k is greater than 1 and less than p, right, such that the remainder of k square upon p remainder is 1. Then the number of positive integers k is, now we will take some examples for this. So now p has to be a odd prime number, so let us suppose the value of p equal to 3, right, and k equal to 2. Now k square by p, so that is k square is 2 square divided by 3, so this is basically 4 by 3, so this gives us a remainder 1, right? Now what is the relation between p and k? So that is k is equal to p minus 1, right? We'll check for some other values before marking the right option. Now let us suppose another prime number, let us suppose the value of p to be 7, right, and k will be 6. Now k square is 36 divided by 7, so that will also give me remainder 1. So again I see that k is equal to p minus 1, right? Since because the logic is that whenever we require a remainder of 1 for any value, the other number should be 1 less than that, right? Let us suppose for another value, let us suppose that p is equal to 11, right? So k will be equal to 10. Now k square will be 100 divided by 11, so that will also give me remainder 1. So in all the cases the value of k will always be p minus 1 and the right option will be option number C. At Lucknow Public School, 1 by 9 students were absent in an exam and only 19 by 24 of those who appeared for the exam passed it. Now we know that 500 students failed in the exam. Total number of students registered for the exam is, now let us suppose, let x be the number of students registered for the exam, right? Registered for the exam. Now out of these 1 by 9 students were absent. So if 1 by 9 students, 1 by 9 of x will be are absent, right? So present will be equal to 1 minus 1 by 9 of x. So that will be equal to 8 by 9 of x. So this is the number which were present. Now the question says only 19 by 24 of those who appeared for the exam passed. So out of these 19 by 24. So what does that mean? That means 8x upon 9 multiplied by 19 by 24. So this is basically 8, 3. So 19 by 27 of x were those out of these who passed the exam. Right? Now, what will be the number of students who failed? So that will be equal to 1 minus. So these are the total number of students present who gave the exam actually. This is the number of students who passed. So number of students who failed will be 8 by 9 of x minus 19 by 27 of x, right? So that will be equal to, taking x common, 27 as LCM. So this will be 24 minus 19. So this will be equal to 5x by 27. Now this number has been given equal to 500. So this implies, so now here I will cancel. So this will be 100. So x will be equal to 2700. So the right option will be option number C, right? In a mock test at Lamamia mobile app, a student was asked to multiply a 2-digit number with another 2-digit number. However, while doing the multiplication, he reversed the digits, that is tens to unit and units to 10 of each number. Still his answer was correct. Such a pair of numbers is. So basically the question asks, we can solve this by solving the options. So basically the question says that 16 multiplied by 32, when I reverse this will be 61 into 23. Right? Now with the unit digit, so this will be having unit digit as 6 into 2, 12, so unit digit will be 2. Here 3 into 1, so this will be 3. So unit digit not same, so we need not to find the product. So the option A is out of question. Now option B is 28 into 42. Now if I reverse the digit, it becomes 82 and here it will become 24. Now here 8 to 6, 16, so 6 will be unit digit. Over here it will be 4 to 8, so this is also out of question, right? Now option C. Option C is 31 multiplied by 23, or when I reverse it will be 13 into 32. So this will give me unit digit as 3 into 1, and here 3 into 2 will give me unit digit 6. So this product will not be equal, so the right option will, let us check for option D, 12 into 63. Here it will be 21 into 36. Now 3 into 2 is unit digit will be 6, and here 6 into 1 again unit digit 6. So right option will be option number D, right? Now you see, with the help of the concept of unit digits, we are able to solve this question very easily without calculating the values. So you must know the concept of unit digits and cyclicity, and for this product comes out to be 756 in both the cases. So right option for this question will be option number D. A number when divided by 14 leaves a remainder of 8, but when the same number is divided by 7 it will leave the remainder. So basically the number will be of the form 14k plus 8, right? See the number, this is the quotient, so 14k plus 8 divided by 14. So let us suppose the number is 22. When it is divided by 14 it leaves a remainder 8, right? Now quotient is, so I can write this as 14.1 plus 8. So in generalized form I can write 14.k plus 8, or the other number will be 34. So if I divide 34 by 14, so I will be having 14.2 plus 8. 14.2 is 28, 28 plus 8 is 36. So I can write in general form 14k plus 8. Now if I divide it by 7, so what will be the remainder? So 14k, I can bifurcate 8 into 7 plus 1 divided by 7. So this will be equal to 14k plus 7 plus 1 divided by 7, right? So this will be, since I can take 7 common over here, so this will be 2k plus 1, splitting the LCM, so this will be 1 by 7. So this portion will be completely divisible, so remainder left will be 1. So I can say when it is divided by 7 the remainder will be 1. So I have taken these two examples. Sorry, this example is 36 divided by 14. So in both the cases you see when it is divided by 7 it gives me a remainder 1. So remainder 1, option C is the right answer. In a mobile shop, 7 by 12 mobiles are imported and rest are manufactured in India. So let us suppose X be the total number of mobiles in a shop. Total number of mobiles, right, in a shop. So out of this 7 by 12 of X are imported, right, and rest are manufactured in India. So rest will be 5 by 12 of X. This comes by 1 minus 7 by 12 of X, right, this one. So these are manufactured in India. Now before moving further, now let us have a look at the options. Now since further 1 by 5 fifth Indian mobiles are colored, while 5 by 7th imported mobiles are black and white. If there are total 150 colored mobiles in each shop, then total number of mobiles in each shop are, so we need to find the value of X. Now from the options we see that the X should be a multiple of 12. Now 500 is not a multiple of 12, 600 is, 800 is also not a multiple, so we can easily say that only one option is a multiple, so option B is the right answer. So this is, I call, a clever approach. But let us suppose if the options were given in such a way that there were two multiples of 12. In that case we will approach it like this, right? So 5 by 12 of X is are manufactured in India. Now further 1 by 5th Indian mobiles are colored. So what does that mean? 1 by 5th, 1 by 5 into 5 by 12 of X are colored mobiles. So this means 1 by 12 of X manufactured in India are colored, right? Now while 5 by 7th imported mobiles are black and white. So 5 by 7 of this imported mobile. So that is basically 5 by 7 into 7 by 12 of X. So these are black and white. So this is 5 by 12 of X. So these are from the imported. So we could have drawn a table also for this, so that things don't get complicated. So these are non-colored, right? Now if there are 150 colored mobiles, so these are colored mobiles from manufactured in India brand. So these are not colored. So how many will be not colored in imported brand? So that will be equal to, so out of this, these are the non-colored. So colored will be equal to 7 by 12 of X minus 5 by 12 of X. So taking 12 LCM, so 7 minus 5, that will be 2 by 12 of X or 1 by 6 of X. in the category imported and colored. If there are total 150 colored mobiles in each shop, so that is basically 1 by 12 of x plus 1 by 6 of x. So 1 by 12 plus 1 by 6 of x is equal to 150. Now taking LCM as 12, so this will be 1 plus 2. So this implies that 3x by 12 is equal to 150 or 4. So x will be equal to 150 into 4 is 600. Okay. So this is the case when there will be two options, when there will be to check whether they are divisible by 12. But in this case only one number is divisible by 12. So we can easily mark option B. But for the sake of question, I have solved it also. So right option will be option number B. In a call center at New Delhi, it is observed that it gets a call at an interval of every 10 minutes from California. So call center gets a call every 10 minutes, fine, from California. At every 12 minutes from Texas. At every 12 minutes from Texas. At an interval of 20 minutes from Washington DC. So 20 minutes from Washington DC. And every 25 minutes it gets call from London. So every 25 minutes it gets call from London. If in the early morning at 5 a.m. it has received the call simultaneously from all the 4 destinations, then at what time will it receive the calls simultaneously from all the places on the same day? So basically what we need to do over here, we need to find the LCM of these. So we'll first find the LCM. So this is 10, 12, 20 and 25. Now 2, so this is 5, 6, 10 and 25. Now 5, 1, 6, 2, 5. Now again 2. So 1, 3, 1, 5. Now since these are prime numbers, so 5, 3, 15, 15 to 30, 30 into 5, 150, 150 into 2, 300 minutes. So the next call will be after, when they will call simultaneously, will be after 300 minutes. So dividing it by 60 to get it into hours, so this is basically 5 hours. The first call came at 5 a.m. So the next call simultaneously will be adding 5 hours to this, so this will be 10 a.m. on the same day. Now if we add further 5 hours more, so we will get 3 a.m. right? Sorry, this has to be 3 p.m. Here the option is wrong. So it will get a call at, so this will be 3 p.m. So the right option for this will be option D, both A and B. Right? This is a misprint over here. Otherwise the option will be option A if this AM is true. But option D is correct if 3 AM in spite of that, that is 3 PM. Because there will be 2 times in that specific day out of the options when it will receive the call simultaneously. If XAY means X plus Y, so basically X addition Y. So this refers to X plus Y. XSY, so that is X subtract Y, so X minus Y. Now XMY, so that means X multiplied by Y. And XDY means X divided by Y. Then the value of 4D, 2S, 3M, 6A, 2 is. So we need to find the value of this using the code given above. So D means division. So this is 4 divided by 2. Subtract 3, so minus 3 multiplied by 6 plus 12. So this is, now this is a question of board mass. So we will follow the principle of board mass. So in this, first we have division. So first we will solve the division. So this will be 2 minus 3 into 6 plus 12. Now second is multiplication. So multiplication is over here. So 2 minus 18 plus 12. Next is addition. So addition is 12 plus 2. So that will be equal to 14 minus 18. Last is subtraction. So 14 minus 18 is minus 4. So right option for this question will be option number A. Minus 4 is the right answer. The sum of 100 terms of the series is 1 minus 3 plus 5 minus 7 plus 9 minus 11 plus 13 minus 15, so on. So 100 terms of the series. Right? Now first of all we need to find the nth term for this. So this will be found by an is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. Right? Now minus 3 minus 1 is minus 4. So 5 plus 3. So this is not an AP, so we can't apply this. Right? Now how we can find the 100th term of this? So basically this is the sum of these are all the consecutive odd numbers. So 100th term of this series will be 199, right? Now you see, first two terms, when I add first two terms, I get minus 2. When I add third and fourth term, I get minus 2. Again, minus 2, fine? So basically the sequence is, if I don't know this term also, 2 pairs give me minus 2. So out of 100 terms, I will be getting such pairs of 50 such pairs, fine? If I don't want to know the nth term also, the first two numbers, all pairs are giving me minus 2, but since there are 100 terms, so each pair will give me minus 2. So basically the sum will be minus 2 into 50, so that will be equal to minus 100, right? So the sum will be equal to minus. Out of the options there is no negative option, so the right option will be option D, none of these. The value of 1 minus 1 by 2 multiplied by 1 minus 1 by 3 multiplied by 1 minus 1 by 4 so on up to 1 minus 1 by n is. Now first, if we solve 1 minus 1 by 2, so it gives us 1 by 2 multiplied by 1 minus 1 by 3 will give me, LCM is 3, so 3 minus 1, so this will give me 2 by 3. Further it will give me 3 by 4, fine? Further it will give me 4 by 5, so on. So you see, from the first the denominator gets cancelled by the numerator of the second term. So again this 3 gets cancelled, 4 gets cancelled, right? And in last I will be having 1 minus 1 by n, so that is basically equal to n minus 1 divided by n. Now the one term preceding to this, so it will be having n minus 1 in its denominator, right? So here it will be n minus 2 divided by n minus 1, right? Multiplied by this, so n minus 1 will n minus 1 will get cancelled, and minus 2 will cancel by the previous term in its denominator. So in all this I would be left with 1 by n, last this term. So the right option will be option number C. The minimum and maximum possible values of x upon y, where x is, so we need to find two values of x by y. One is minimum and one is maximum. Now x has been given to us greater than equal to 2 and less than equal to 8, and y has been given greater than equal to 16 and less than equal to 32, right? Now first of all we will find the minimum value of x by y. So in what scenario it can be the minimum? It could be minimum only when numerator is minimum and denominator is maximum. So the minimum value of, so this can be found when x is minimum and y is maximum. So x minimum is 2 and y max is 32, so this will be 1 by 16. So this is the value of x by y minimum. Now for x by y maximum value, numerator has to be maximum and denominator has to be minimum. Now maximum value of x is 8 and minimum value is 16 of y, so this will be 1 by 2. So this is the value of x by y maximum, right? Now from the options, the right option is, first is minimum value, so option B is the right option. The 4-digit smallest positive number which when divided by 4, 5, 6 or 7, it always leaves a remainder as 3. So how we find this? First of all we will calculate the LCM of 4, 5, 6, 7. So 2, 2, 3, 7. Now 2, 5, 3, 7 are prime numbers, so 7, 3, 21, 21, 5, 105, 105, 210, and this is 420. So LCM of 4, 5, 6, 7 is 420. Now this number will always be, and its multiple will always be divisible by all these numbers. Now if we add 3 to it, so it will always make a remainder 3. Now since we need to find the 4-digit number, so I will find out 420 plus 3, so basically it is equal to 423. So 423 into 1 is single digit, 423 into 2 will also be 3-digit number. So 420 into 3, 423 into 3, so this is basically equal to 1223 multiplied by 3. So this is 1260. So the next multiple of 420 will be 420 into 3. So that will be 1260. Now this number will always be divisible by 4, 5, 6, 7. If I add 3 to it, this number will always leave a remainder. So the number is 1263. When it will be divided by 4, 5, 6 or 7, it will always leave a remainder 3, right? So the right option will be option number C, 1263. If n is equal to 55 cube plus 17 cube minus 72 cube, right? Now Then n is divisible by, so we need to find n is divisible by 3 and 17, 40 and 11, 11 and 15, all of these. Now, we know that there is a property in case of cubes. If a plus b plus c is equal to 0, then a cube plus b cube plus c cube is equal to 3 times abc. Now here in this case, a is 55, b is 17 and c is minus 72. So this adds up to be 0. So that means this whole cube is equal to 3 times 55 multiplied by 17 multiplied by minus 72. Right? Now we'll prime factorize this, keeping minus common. 3 multiplied by 55 is basically 5 into 11. Now 17 is a prime number, so we'll write it as it is. So next is 272, which is basically 2 into 36, and 36 is basically 6 square, which is equal to 2 into 3 whole square. So this will be equal to 2 cube into 3 square, right? So this will be 2 cube into 3 square. Now we'll check for the options. Now 3, so since 3 is over here, so 3 and 17, so option A is correct. Option B, 40 and 11. Now 40, now here we have 5, right? Now 11, it is divisible by 11. Now for 40 we need to check. Now here we have 40 is possible, since it is having 10, we must have one pair of 5 and 2. So here it is 5 into 2, right? Here again 2 square also, so that will be, so basically this and this. 5 into 2 cube is basically 5 into 2 into 2 square, so this will be 10 into 4, so this is 40. So this is divisible by 40 also, and 11 also. Now checking for option C, 11 and 15. So here it is 11 and 5 into 3 is 15. So option C is also, so right option will be all of these. Option D is the right answer. Thank you for today's lecture. Bye bye, take care.